And we're back. What's up, everybody? They just released an update, Team Samoy did, for Teamfight Manager 2 that updated the drafting skill of the teams, if I recall correctly. Let me just read this again. So it improved the AI picks so that it adapt more frequently to meta shifts. So what this means is, yeah, the AI I think just got better at drafting. Also, it says the AI is also has like some signature style picks for their players, so like eventually we should start seeing teams have specific like actually like hard like picks they like use a lot. So like this team uses shield bearer and stuff. We already saw it a little bit, but it wasn't like very prominent. It was like mostly the coach just doing whatever the hell he wanted. So we'll see how this goes now that we have our team again. We'll just see how the drafting goes. Make no promises. We might just blow them out, to be honest. Again, the coach is... I've put them in the hardest difficulty, and they are still... I'm still, like, smoking them in drafts sometimes. So we'll have to see. Maybe they've switched it up here. So what were they banning? So we're getting Shield Bearer and Knight. Just get rid of the hard tanks. Exorcist got banned. Bomber is open, so is Cavalry. They are big Cavalry players. I don't think our team is like a big Cavalry team, so we'll leave that out of there. Bomber is still open, Archer is still open. If they take Bomber, what do? We take Fighter. If they take Fighter, what do? Swordsman is out, Ninja is in. Not sure how much I love Ninja, though, this game. Sandmage is in for 80 carry as well. We can run a Hitman mid as well. I mean, again, the big thing will be... picking Ogre here with Sandmage or bottom lane, then we can have Hitman and Ninja open. We can do Ninja jungle with the +1. I mean, Pole Warrior is probably better than Ninja in that context. We could get rid of Ninja here, actually, just to narrow down the threats we can get. I mean, we can also get rid of Gunner. Ogre ban is big, because then there's no reliable tank here for Sandmage. I mean, there's a couple, but Ogre is probably the best front to back carry for Sandmage, which is gone now. We can still pick Chef with the Sandmage, and I think that's still okay. I think we get rid of Gunner here just to keep it safe, and then they can take Bomber if they wanted. There's a lot of really good picks open. They take Sandmage for themselves. Bomber is open, so is Fighter. I think we take Fighter here just to get rid of that pairing. Archer also a really good AD carry, but Bomber is way better here. We can flip it to jungle as well if we need to. Okay, that's Circus Blader top. What do we do to punish that? Circus Blader top. I think Archer top is probably really good here into Circus Blader. I don't recall how good it actually is, but I think Archer top is probably a good idea here. And then we can run Inquisitor mid, maybe Hitman mid. I think Inquisitor mid is good. We just need a little more positional control. You know what I mean? Like, we need more ways to control the map here. Running Inquisitor 80 carry seems kind of troll. We can take White Mage. We can run Bomber ADC, but again, we'll just have like a lack of damage later on. But should be alright. We can grab Inquisitor here. I think we've never tried Inquisitor jungle. So they picked their last two as sustain. I think we can commit to just the idea that we just like run full damage maybe. I mean, the mid matchup is a little atrocious against Gambler for the Inquisitor, but I think otherwise I think it's fine. We can commit to the Pole Warrior here for SKN, and then put Bomber AD carry as mentioned. So we can go like Bomber, Fighter bottom, and then we put Archer top so that Circus Blader doesn't go crazy. Sandmage top, interesting. Okay, so I mean Lyn, easier matchup for Lyn, but we have no like pressure on Sandmage, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Considering our composition, we have to play joint priority here. I don't think our wave clear is that crazy. I mean, our wave clear is alright, but yeah, I mean it's not that crazy. For split pushing, we can run Soup to do that, I guess. I usually have like Lyn here, but our comp doesn't really split push very well. I mean, actually Brooks is probably better. Always play for early Serpent nowadays, especially in the new meta. Now that Serpent actually gives us a lot of good stats. We have to prioritize it, otherwise we're kind of trolling. Joy priority, flexible, hard mage, and we just fight here. In terms of items, though, magic resistance is important. So 80 magic resistance, yeah, that makes sense. Double attack speed for Archer, who doesn't have a lot of AD scaling, is a little troll, so let's go double AD instead. Brooks, attack speed, magic resist might be the solution. I don't want Sandwich to, like, delete you, so we just kind of need you to, like, bulk up a little bit. I think that's a decent compromise. Maybe that's just HP. Like, if you can get to, like, a 3,000 HP on one of the only melees on the team, that might be good. Pole Warrior should also get there somewhat. The Soup, 80 MR. Feedfest, I want you to actually go attack speed and just fight. This lane is really easy to fight in, so I want you to do that. And let's get to it. So game number 1 versus Supernova and Spiritus Core Gaming. I don't think there's a premier matchup coming up, so we'll just have this as our first game. We're just gonna run the highlights here. We'll see if it's if the game is a blowout, then we'll just run the second game as a highlight. We'll have to see. As Brooks is playing Inquisitor here into a worse matchup. Gambler is very good into these melee mids, but that doesn't really matter, especially if Inquisitor can at least get a couple of levels in. But yeah, the harass is pretty good. Brooks will be forced to base here. He'll lose a couple of minions, and he will be behind the level, but we'll see if he can recover from that. He should be able to, as it's only a minor inconvenience. It's kind of what Gambler does, right? Brooks now rotating in. SKN is behind this. Brooks now arriving, and Leaf Strike does come in for SKN, and the harass is good. Leaf Strike as well, as they do a lot of damage to Gambler. They nearly get the kill. Brooks committing to it, but the tower shots will kill him, and Brooks overextends to force that play, and now Gambler up 500 gold. Not a good sign here for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming as they start up at the start of this matchup. Now, Tower nearly takes out Sandmage, but luckily gets out of range in time. The harass is good from Lin, but doesn't want to commit any further as the wave is in their way. So Lin will just clear that wave. And again, Gambler just really good at clearing waves here, really good into harassing these melee mids, especially since he hasn't gotten any like major nerfs to his damage output. Still pretty good DPS. Once Gambler gets a nerf to his AD, that's when he starts like losing a lot of his value. But again, we're not really there yet. Bottom lane, Soup continuing to apply so much pressure to this lane, especially with these bombers. The Eagle now comes out though, so maybe turns the tide a little bit in this lane. As I say that, he just clears the wave instantly, so maybe not. Soup just continues to farm very well. It's middle lane, Kellizer now getting the Twin Stormblade first, and the tower mid lane will fall here. Brooks is unable to do much about that. Still level 4. Will hit level 5 from this wave as SKN looking for a play here. Brooks is now forced back though, but SKN is in this play. Leaf Strike forward. Charm will connect as well. The Wheel of Fortune will do a decent amount of damage. SKN just solo kills the Gambler for overextending. And yes, he takes the tower, but clearing that out was a huge deal here as Rimzan gets Bash trapped up, and Soup will get that kill. Leaf Strike forward by SKN as they try to go for a play, but Soup throws the bomb the wrong way, so they'll have to concede it. And will take the first Serpent. Again, unlike metas past, the Serpent bonus is massive now, with 6% across multiple stats, an increase on the base AD, an increase on the base AP. It's not something you underestimate, especially since that 15 AD can definitely matter a lot, especially as it's amplified by the percentage. SKN leaps forward, will grab the kill to Kellizer, again just feeding off of this Gambler, who after taking the mid tower is just now a victim essentially for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. As Brooks will take mid tower, Rimzan does have final act, so Brooks has to be a little careful. Will recall quickly before Rimzan can even think about connecting into him. Topside, Lin is still behind a little bit on the CS, but luckily making sure that Sandmage doesn't go too crazy, snowball out of control. Sandmage unable to really leverage the gold lead here in any meaningful way, at least for now. Middle lane, Leaf Strike comes in, Bash comes in, follow through, and Feedfest appears from the side, and Piercing Heaven connects by Brooks to secure that kill, and this tower should fall as well for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming as they get it easily. Soup in the bottom lane again. 1.25 thousand gold lead for Soup as he just continues to fast clear. This is the power of the Bomber, ladies and gentlemen. This is why Bomber is so good. Just making sure to clear these waves out, making sure that Feedfest doesn't even need to babysit him at this point. Just continuing to farm up, continue to scale up. The first Tier 5 item in the game is Soup. As now the rest of Spirit's Core Gaming will prepare for Morgard here. Supernova is perfect set up. Leaf Strike comes in from SKN as he jumps forward. Animal Swarm will connect onto him, so SKN will fall. Morgard still being attempted. Bomb will get completely whiffed here from the side of Spirit's Core Gaming. Piercing Light comes forward, but Gavin doesn't die. The trap will not connect onto targets, but Lin and Soup do so much damage. Smashes onto the left-hand side as the Spirit Guard is getting harangued by Feedfest. Double kill for Soup as both Sandmage and Gambler go down. It stops the Morgard take. But in the end, Spirit's Core Gaming will at least break even in that play. Now 2,000 gold lead for Soup as he is scaling up ridiculously high. He has nearly 400 AD already. So those bombs are doing 580 damage with 20% armor pen, by the way. That is incredible. You have to be careful as Supernova, especially engaging into this Bomber, who is not here, by the way. Leap Strike comes in. Archer, Halo of Arrows will do a lot. Sand hits onto multiple targets, though, and will punish Brooks immediately, who at this point, Brooks is kind of just here in a frontline tank, and is doing so greatly. His sacrifice will not be forgotten. Lin helping us take Morgard here on the side of Spirit's Core Gaming. Sandmage not interested in engaging at the moment. Hoj just clearing out the waves on the top side. The Morgard will be conceded, however, as now Sandmage will push away Lin, who tried to test him, but unfortunately, just too strong at the moment. Spirit's Core Gaming barreling down mid, though, as Serpent now the angle for the side of Supernova to even out the stat bonuses. Circus Blader escapes from the bomb, and Spirit Guardian ult will be used as holy ground. Keeps everyone alive. Hail of Arrows does a lot of damage, though. Resurrection keeps Sandmage alive. A Leaf Strike comes in, trying to kill off Spirit Guardian, successfully does so. Deft is still by himself, trying to take the Serpent. I'm not sure if that is the right play at all. As Lin rotating backwards, Brooks pushing down top side. Will take this tower eventually with the Morgard minions, but will just back off just in case there's any gank coming through. And now Serpent should be open here for the side of Spirit's Core Gaming. As Deft now, I'm not sure why the Lone Druid wasn't in that fight. They really need this front to back, especially since eventually he will just fall off. I mean, they really need the extra bodies here to buy some space for Sandmage and Gambler, but I'm not really sure where Lone Druid was. He's still bottom lane. Brooks does have a massive wave here, but the middle lane is also under fire. Bash connects onto the Gambler, but they won't commit further. Not sure where Circuit Blader was. Animal Swarm will connect on the bottom side, but Piercing Light into the full combo. Brooks will get that kill onto the Lone Druid. At the same vein, the Circus Blader gets caught as well in the jungle here. Soup just catches him on the trap, and the damage is good. Final Act was cancelled by the trap, and the damage is devastating. Just blows up the Circus Blader to Kingdom Come. As topside, Hoj also punished by the rotations here. Feedfet's getting behind the Sandmage, and there's just nowhere to go here. Sandpit not even Hail of Arrows deletes him. On top of that, so right now Spirit's Core Gaming just absolutely stomping. They've scaled up to their point. 2 Serpent stacks as well is nothing to scoff at. That is 24 AD. Oh, sorry, that's 23 AD. 12 points of ability power on top of all of the bonus stats to their base attributes. The Bomber does 500 damage, the Inquisitor does 500 damage, and their defensive stats are very, very high, especially without any resistance bonuses, so very beneficial there. Hail of Arrows will just delete the Circus Blader, and Inquisitor will get his own double kill as he takes out Spirit Guardian as well. And Lin just looking to end the game here, but the rest of Spirit's Core Gaming have other plans, reset back to base, just to grab their items and to begin this take onto Morgard. Remember, Bomber basically has hit his damage peak, now building towards a defensive item, so that the late game Sandmage cannot deal with them. With that 500 AD damage is so deadly. Bomb will miss wide though, but still, you do not underestimate how much damage this Bomber can do. Brooks on the top side, though, trying to 1v2. I'm not sure if that's wise. Will escape in time. Charm will collect onto Soup, and the bombs are doing a decent amount of damage. But Kellizer with the poke as well, pushing him away. Bottom side is being taken, though, with the Morguard success. Just multiple fronts being pushed in here. Middle lane being attempted by Gambler and reset easily enough. Kellizer will secure that. But the entirety of Spiritus Core Gaming now going for the Serpent. As they are looking to end the game, Gambler is taking a tower. Circus Blader takes the tumble. But middle lane, Kellizer is trying to end the game. Nexus is exposed. Meanwhile, bottom side, Spiritus Core Gaming attempts to end the game. But there was a base race, ladies and gentlemen. There was a nearly a base race that happened there. But luckily, in the end, Spiritus Core Gaming manages to take it. But holy, that was way too scary. That was way too close for comfort. Alright, Exorcist banned again. Shield Bearer we get rid of. We get rid of Cavalry, and then we play the game. Fighter banned. Okay, no fighter. Ogre will be open probably. Let's get a ninja. Bomber banned Fairs. With Bomber banned, we have a lot of top laners that are good. They might take Sandmage again first. Am I okay with that? Probably. I think we just were Knight here and then Inquisitor ban. Interesting. I don't even remember what the ban. Swordsman is open. Actually, they open up Swordsman. So in that case, we get rid of Gunner here and then we give them an overload. What do they take? Sandmage again? Okay, they take Sandmage again. We take Swordsman, Ogre here. The two prime picks still available. There's Archer, obviously. But we can pair a lot of things with that Archer, to be honest. So I'm not too worried. Circuit Blader is open. If they run Sandmage top, we're cooked. I mean, it's time for Linsanity, surely. Linsanity is back on the Circuit Blader top, maybe? I mean, I feel like that is a pretty good idea. Hitman is on as well, so is Pole Warrior. We'll take Pole Warrior. There's a lot of mids we can play still. Vampire Ghost is interesting. We can run Swordsman AD with Hitman mid, maybe? And I think that's actually pretty good. I just pair it with all of our chain stun. Like, I think it's pretty good here. We can also run Swordsman mid with Cloud AD carry. I'm not sure how well the, like, bouncing daggers will do this game. Their team doesn't look like... Their team doesn't seem like they clump up a lot. Which is the problem with running Cloud here. Sure. I think we run Cloud 80. We just run Cloud 80. I think that's fine. So Ogre support, SKN back on the Pole Warrior, and then Lin on top. Circus Blader. This matchup in the top side should be like free. Like, it's absolutely free. Join priority, fight priority, hard engage. We need to end this game fast though. I don't think we outscale them. Maybe we do, but I don't think we actually I think we are okay in the late game. Just need to be a little bit careful. Archer mid, I did not expect that. I thought Archer would go bottom, but whatever. Soup 80 attack speed, Fin Fast measures and defense HP, yeah, that's fine. SKN build's fine. I think all the builds look good here. And yeah, I think this is just fine. You have more move speed than Archer, you do. I mean, we could look for a tower dive. Or let's go for a tower dive angle. The tower dive angle is fine, and then we put Lin in a side lane. Alright, game number 2 between Supernova and Spiritus Core Gaming. Game number 1 was a little bit of a stomp, as Supernova was really kind of unable to answer what Spiritus Core Gaming were putting down in those fights. So we'll see what they can do in this game number 2. They have decided to run the Sandmage top again. It wasn't the problem last game, but it certainly wasn't the solution. It was it struggled to make anything happen in the mid game, especially with the entire team behind it. Now Honjay nearly goes down here to Lin, but luckily the rest of the daggers were on cooldown. But he is forced away. This should give Lin level 2 first, which might be big in this lane, as he will build towards level 3 as well. SKN now mid lane. Leaf Strike will come in. The Archer running away. SKN just Leaf Strikes forward though, and will take that Archer kill. Gets level 3 from the mid wave as well to Leaf Strike away, or I don't even know what to call that. The evasive. So what is them is Leaf Strike and then jump strike. There we go. We'll do a jump strike because he like jumps up. Anyways, Brooks. Oh, topside. It does happen. Finally, Lin. Unfortunately for Hoj here, level 3 is hit by Lin, and he just runs him down. Just, that was, I mean, that's something we expected, ladies and gentlemen. Right, we saw that Lin forcing out Sandmage early on means that he hit level 3 first. So once the first player hits level 3 in that lane, it gets very hard for the others. So Circus Blader, very well done, capitalizing on that early game advantage, immediately getting the kill, and now we'll look to snowball. Lin's sanity could be on the cards for this game, but we'll have to see. Only time will tell. Ghost will also have to come up big here for the side of Supernova, and topside again looking to chase down the Sandmage. He gets under tower this time though, so luckily for him, will not get punished too hard by the Circus Blader, who does force him out. A lot of damage will keep Lin out of this lane for the moment, and he will lose a couple of minions to this push. Actually, we'll lose all of this as he decides to play for Serpent here. The rest of Spirited's Core Gaming arrive as well, and Supernova are zoned out of this play. I mean, they're trying to fight for this, but Serpent is already gone, so easily bonus attributes for the side of Spirited's Core Gaming. The only one Serpent doesn't boost much. It is that second Serpent that really starts to pile up the stats. Execution hits onto the Archer as they go 1-for-1. Brooks nearly goes down too, and Kellizer doesn't commit to the play though, and wisely so, as Ogre was in the fog waiting for him to follow that up. The 1v1 ends in a very tight draw, but still, both teams pretty close. There's a 2,000 gold lead, and Depth goes down bottom lane, so scratch that. The game went from pretty close to now suddenly the game is looking hella spicy. Soup takes a tower shot to the face and will get forced away from this bottom lane. As now topside Hoj again goes down. I think with the assistance of SKN here. Yeah, dagger, double daggers, Sandpit to push away Lin, but final act into Leap Strike into the kill. SKN and Lin join forces to get this Sandmage, and the Sandmage now, I mean, how does Sandmage really carry if this keeps going like this? There's a lot of things going wrong here for Supernova. And the question is, like, just who is their win condition? Because now Brooks gets the kill mid lane. SKN everywhere all at once in this game. Roaming mid as well to get that pick. And now the gold leads everywhere for the side of Spirited's Core Gaming. The 4,000 gold lead at minute 3 is huge. As now Dagger will miss, so Hoj will survive this time. SKN sticking around a little bit though, as Ogre will begin to connect. Leap Strike coming forward. SKN really wants to fight this, but Sandpit will catch on the 2. Lin will nearly go down. SKN will fall for it. But Feedfest will secure that kill as he just literally ignores the Sandpit. Execution forced out by Swordsman. Doesn't want to risk fighting the Genshi. But now Soup, once again, the bot gap is ginormous. Up to a 2,000 gold lead. Will get that tier 5 item first again. And this armor penetration early game onto the Cloud is going to be big. Look at how little armor everyone has. Like, this is going to shred people if Soup gets in range to anybody. So Morgard now being attempted here by both by Spirited's Core Gaming, as Bad Storm connects onto multiple, but Etskin just killed him off. Feedfest is low. Sapien will try and pull him in, but doesn't quite go down. Jiangxi ults as well, does a lot of damage to Lin, will force him back. SKN has to jump strike away as the damage is too much. Ghost trying to chase forward with ult available, but nobody dies in Spirited's Core Gaming. Leap Strike actually by SKN. I don't know what his solution was there. I don't think that was wise. The bouncing dagger does a lot here onto Archer, but doesn't get the kill. So just a wasted ult there by Soup. Execution though hits on the Sandmage. Lin coming through past the walls, throwing the dagger, secure that kill onto the Sandmage. So very well done there for Spirited's Core Gaming. Serpent is still up, so is Morgard there. So maybe a possible Serpent angle here if this Morgard goes down. Hail of Arrows does a decent amount of damage. Now Lin stuck in the damage of the Jiangxi. Bouncing dagger is not available. Double kill for the Archer, but instantly punished by Swordsman and SKN, who come forward with the Mole Warrior. So a 2-for-1 trade, and these trades are actually going pretty well for the side of Supernova, as they lost, Spirited's Core Gaming lost the top tower for that as well. So slowly and surely, Supernova winning these small trades as Producer Gaming constantly lose out on side lanes here. This will matter a lot. The bottom wave is still alive though. Vampire doesn't clear it in time. As now Morgard once again the target for the side of Producer Gaming. And this time it doesn't look like Supernova is able to contest it. So Serpent will most likely be the next angle here for Supernova just to even out the stat line. Top tower will fall though, but now Sandmage, are you dead? And yes, he is. Final Act will secure it with the execution. This massive wave will get farmed up by Swordsman and by Circus Blader here easily enough. But the gold lead from the bottom lane has shrunken significantly as Vampire catches their massive bottom wave. And the Serpent is conceded. But aside of True Discord Gaming, they take the mid tower. But with the stat equalizer, which is this Morgard take, we'll have to see what impact that makes as the fight breaks out middle lane. Archer really takes out Swordsman there. Soup jumps forward, will get punished immediately as Swordsman will escape. Brooks with his life just barely gets out. Ogre still getting chased away by Ghost and by Vampire here. Does not want to give away Ghost a secured last hit. And Batstorm will be forced out. So Ghost will get that stack. First stack in the entire game is not a good look, but still, a stack is a stack. Lin, dagger poke is good onto the Vampire. He just dies. He gets fully kited by Lin and will get killed. He is not Lin's sanity for nothing. As Morgard buff still up for 15 seconds, we'll have to base finally. As OJ tries to catch the wave, Sandpit will hit onto Brooks though, so he is not able to chase. But OJ took a lot of damage just from Swordsman doing auto attacks. 500 damage per 500 AD on this Swordsman. It's so deadly. Final Act will connect onto the Ghost. He'll dodge away from Lin, so Lin unable to finish the job. But the jungle camps here. Ghost is still trying. He gets bursted. One shot from the crit. Top side. OJ in the meantime gets ganked by 3 and will fall as Lin just continues to run rampant. Daggers connecting up to multiple. Hail of daggers stunned away, but the Jiangshi will fall. Ogre tries to end the game, but there's no wave, so we'll have to respect the positioning. Soup jumping in, risking his life there, but Vampire a little too strong to just disrespect like that. So will just escape with his life. Lin and Brooks on the top end will be doing okay. Archer, Hail of Arrows will just get completely dodged by Lin, who just uses the superior movement speed to run away. Leaf Strike connects, and Archer should fall easily there. Ghost is now all next on the chopping block. The daggers are connecting, but Jiangshi is there to peel for him. Now Brooks starting up the Morgard. Sandmage is here. Execution hits in the Sand Pit. Only temporary. As OJ just gets deleted. No other member of Supernova was in the vicinity to help out. So Morgard is conceded here to Spirit Discord Gaming. The Serpent, though, will get taken by Supernova, which will be a helpful boost in stats, but I'm not sure how much it'll do, especially since they're barreling down the lane now. The bonus stats, and they'll have to make it count here. Ghost trying to fight Swordsman. There's just too much damage. The Nexus is exposed. Hail of Arrows is used, but only to no effect. And Spirit Discord Gaming will smash out this game, and Lin's sanity predominantly crushes Supernova. Just an absolute stomping there by Spirit Discord Gaming. Very well done by the boys. You love to see it. You love to see it. You love to see the stomping. Yeah, we get a 4-win streak. Unstoppable. Unstoppable boys. We are against Sentinel next. Coach interview with 2 days left against match against Sentinels. Answer briefly with principles only. Hit to bold plan. Emphasize trust in the squad. Squad. We are the squad. I trust in my boys. I trust in the players. We don't need to do any fancy tactics. Sentinels is you're getting deleted from the face of the earth, my boys. I'm so sorry. Femifen Forsen. We'll see how it goes. Shit, I didn't read what their best picks were. Archer was in there. I think Archer was in there. So I'd like to believe we get rid of Archer at some point here. So we'll have to see. They get rid of Fighter, Pole Warrior. I guess I saw our last series. Are you just batting based off my last series? You guys are crazy. They actually banned the entire team. What? Okay, so they banned 4 out of the 5 of the last team. Only Clown remains. That's funny. They have first pick. That's why I'm gonna leave Bomber and Exorcist open. What do we want to get rid of? Demon, maybe? Not really sure, actually, so. Either way, it's fine. They take Bomber, so they denies Exorcist top. We can still run Exorcist support here. I think that's actually going to be our solution. I think we still take Exorcist here. Sandmage is good. Sandmage, Exorcist bottom is honestly sounds pretty nice. Bomber top is probably uncontestable. Maybe Archer top, but like the wave clear is disgusting. We could run White Mage as well, maybe. Pole Warrior is not here. I mean, Cavalry is good. I think Cavalry is really good into Bomber. The problem will be early game. Sure, let's try Cavalry top to deal with Bomber. We'll see if they can do we can do something about that. We can run some we can run White Mage mid maybe. Werewolf is available, but his HP is so low. We need a little bit something a little bit tankier, I think. I'm not really sure. Oh. Lancer mid is not bad. I mean, it just gives Brooks no agency. That's the only thing. Sure, let's go. Oh, I'm not really sure. Let's just go Inquisitor jungle. I was struggling to find a jungle angle for SKN, but that's fine. And then Sniper mid sounds like a good idea, actually. Against Gambler? I mean, White Mage is also good, but... actually, no, White Mage is probably better into animals, so I think we want to do that. And I think... Mage, AD carry, Cavalry top, SK, yeah, that's jungle. And then Fiend Fest on the Exorcist means we go defense first and just gonna like go full tank, right? Snoop, your build's fine. Brooks, your build's fine. SKN, I'm not sure if attack speed first is what you want. Let's go HP first and then attack speed. I think that's better. Because I need you to jump in like as a frontliner, and I don't need you to one-shot crit people. As for Lin, I think same deal here. Go attack speed. Does your HP scale up? I mean, your HP scales up okay. Go HP third, maybe. Armor is gonna be vital because the bomber poke is gonna be spooky as hell otherwise. What I need? Your movement speed is pretty high. Surely we can just go like HP defense HP, and we can call it a day. Surely that is the case. Maybe not. I mean, it's a little weird. Let's just go attack speed. No. I think we go full tank. If we go full tank on Lin, maybe we go attack speed on SKN, because then he'll have to. We'll have like, you know, Lin will have to full force this. I don't want too many, like, 0 damage sources, you know? That'd be very weird. Our wave clear is pretty good. We'll keep that wave priority going. We have a hard engage, so I think we keep that going. Lin, split push is fine. Gank topside, they're once again doing this thing where they just run low Druid bottom and call it a day. They're basically they're breaking even bottom, or they're winning like small margins bottom with low Druid, and then just like focusing on other lanes. So we want to make sure that the other lanes get severely punished for the strategy, right? We want to make sure they get severely punished for trying to do something like this. So Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it does. There's nothing really else here to do, so I think we just enter. As we enter game number 1, Spirit Discord Gaming versus Sentinels. Highlight mode, because of course we already had our match of the day. Lin topside though, cavalry charge. I just realized Whipmaster is top. That was the jungler. Not sure why he would just do that and feed cavalry top, especially since Bomber was already winning this lane. Serpent now being started up here. Oppression then sits onto Brooks as the Whipmaster does a lot of damage, and Brooks will fall here as first Serpent goes the way of Sentinels, getting a lot of priority onto that. Onto the objective, winning 4v5 essentially. As Feedfest now out of position, Whipmaster does a lot of damage to the bleed. Animal Swarm as well will pick off Feedfest. So an early lead here for Sentinels as their team composition gets a good advantage. Piercing Light though by SKN will secure that kill. But mid tower again traded here by Sentinels. A lot of money into their pockets, but Whipmaster gets caught again. Bomber trying to do damage, but there should be Morgard conceded here for the side of Spirit Discord Gaming. There is no jungler available for Sentinels to contest, but they'll take a second Serpent, which is huge. Now a massive bonus on AD, AP, and armor for the side of Sentinels here, and they are pushing back Spirit Discord Gaming. Brooks running for the hills will get taken out by the side of Sentinels, but top tower will be taken. Bottom tower was also taken in the meantime, closing the gold lead significantly. And Speedfest is getting ganked under tower. The Whipmaster will secure that kill. The triple ADs of the Sentinels just on the top side doing a lot of work. I'm not sure about that. Cavalry charge will you use here to try and chase down. Piercing Light onto 2. And Gambler will fall. Whipmaster will soon connect as well. And this should be Morgard conceded to the side of Spirit Discord Gaming again. But one more time, Serpent is the trade for Sentinels. And now look at their bonuses. They are through the roof. You have to be careful if you are Spirit Discord Gaming. If you cannot end the game with these War Guards, the question then becomes, well, what are you going to do about these scaling? Soup getting chased down will get picked off as well. And finally, SKN charging forward will get picked off. And yeah, this War Guard, guys, you have to end it with this, because otherwise, look at how much bonus damage they have. The 400 AD on Gambler already. There's 600 AD on this Bomber. It's so scary. If you're a Spirit Discord Gaming fan, you cannot let this game go any further. Sandpit does a lot, and the Bomber does get picked off. Gambler as well, trying to fight back. Feedfest will draw the aggro as Lin, even though he has no damage items, he does a lot of damage, and, you know, can't really kill him quite easily. The Gambler just unable to deal with him, and now Lone Druid under duress will go down. The bomb will do a bit of damage, as Forzy is such a threat in these games. Shield dug up. Bomber trying to get something happening. Trap will connect. White Mage will pick off the Gambler as the poke is so scary. Forzy throwing out bombs. Soup will secure that kill onto the Whipmaster though, and with no jungler, third Morgard's a charm for the side of Spirit Discord Gaming. The towers falling in the top side, as both teams now looking to end the game here. Gambler will fall. Animal Swarm it's onto 4, but there's just not enough damage. He does escape with his life. The animals are respawning. Oppression will miss. And the game is simply not over yet for the side of Spirit Discord Gaming. Only one tower to their name, but the Serpent now, the objective. Sentinels, if they get another Serpent, that'll be a near incredulous bonus. No, but Serpent taken by Spirit Discord Gaming, all of Sentinel's efforts have gone backwards. Now, evening out the score a little bit, but another pickoff there, as this game is delivering 14-minute the game, as both teams building to full build. SKN chasing down Monk will take that kill. The 400 damage crits are disgusting, as he gets a double kill on SKN, on this Inquisitor. Just absolutely phenomenal stuff. The gold lead still on Spirit Discord Gaming's side, of course. As Bomber getting chased down here. There's no tower to save him. Sandmage doing the poke. Lin lands a stun. And there is no room for survival. Trap will hit though, and Forzy, it buys him enough room, but the crit doesn't come through from Soup. So he does get his life spared. But Lone Druid now out of position, walking into the sandpit. Animal Swarm is good. Lin is taking a lot of damage. Will nearly fall, but not quite, because he's so tanky into this late game. Already has the second heart being built up as well. This cavalry is going to be so tough to penetrate. especially without multiple Sentinel members assisting in the burst. And the armor boost as well from the Serpent will be helping. On top of that, Piercing Light connects onto the Bomber, but the heal is good from Monk. Whipmaster doing a lot of damage, forces the damage dealers of Spiritual Gaming back. Brooks is low. The White Mage taking a lot of damage there, but Whipmaster is peeled away as Feedfest, with his incredible resilience, just continues to chase him down. May go down here, Exorcist ult used, and Feedfest will use his entire health bar to just zone out Whipmaster, and the fight is broken up. In the end, no team loses a member, but Morgard's ground is conceded, and Whipmaster had to base. No whip ult available as well. He would have to dive in to steal it, but will that be a good idea? It wouldn't have, I don't think. Semi-Fed forced away. Now Bomber caught, and now Whipmaster caught as well. As Soup will get that crit. Now chasing down Gambler, who is out of position. The rest of Spiritus Core Gaming looking to end the game as Gambler in the backside does get caught and die. And Sentinel is putting up a hell of a fight in the late game, buying so much time, especially with the 3 Serpents, right? You can see how much impact the 3 Serpents did. It was so hard for Spiritus Core Gaming to push in and end the game, but in the end, I think their comp just gets outscaled. Lone Druid is just not a very good late game pick. You know, like, it's just not very valuable in the late game. So in the end, just gets blasted. But regardless, game number 1 goes away for Spiritus Gaming. We'll see what happens in game number 2, though. So we get rid of Archer. I think the Archer's the only pick I remember them, like, actually using, so we'll stick with that. We'll stick with that plan. Let's see. Vampire? No. Let's get rid of Knight. I don't want to overthink it. They're leaving Fighter open. They get rid of Bomber as well. I mean, I'm not going to pick Bomber, so it's whatever. Even though I have Hitman on S, it's just like not getting picked at all, which is hilarious. Nobody wants to play Hitman. I mean, I can't fit it into my draft, to be honest. It's just so hard. Cavalry, there's just so many good, like, in-your-face picks. It's hard to justify. Fighter and Ogre are open. Pole Warriors open. There's a lot of good picks still open. Sand Mage ban is fair. This Mystic Dancer is just not very good in this meta where, like, there's so many good tank picks. At least in my opinion, I don't think it's very good. Pole Warrior ban. Okay, well, I guess Hitman is not pickable. Oh, we have first pick. We take Fighter, obviously, just as a free Fighter pick. Okay, they take Mystic Dancer, they take Cavalry. I think we take Ogre here. And then probably Swordsman. Swordsman is always so good. Sniper mid is gonna suck though. Circus Blader. We can just run Fighter top, I guess. Run Fighter top. I think that's fine. Okay, is there any scaling AD carries even left? Just Clown at this point. They're running a double AD comp. Maybe we just, like, run at them. I don't know if that's, like, an easy solution or something. Inquisitor Jungle is definitely not bad. I just don't know what to give Soup. Let's do Clown. I think Clown is fine. Okay. Once again, they run this. Where is the Mystic Dancer going? Pray tell, where is Mystic Dancer going? Surely you're not putting it like mid. Oh my god, they're putting it mid. Okay, well, I mean, the draft makes more sense. Sniper 80 carry, sure. I mean, I guess, but I just, man, their draft looks atrocious. In my opinion, it looks atrocious, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Maybe they can pull something out of their ass. Feed Fest, HP, Defense HP, yep, that's fine. I mean, honestly, I think we just keep all of this, and this all makes sense to me. I mean, ganking top is kind of stupid. Let's go gank bottom, actually. Monk Jungle. I'm sorry, what? Go steal his camps. Aren't those just free camps? The SKN, take his camps. Alright, let's do it. Game number 2. Spirit Score Games and Sentinels. They're running Monk Jungle. I've never seen that before. So we'll see if how well it merits. The Serpent now, the first play for both sides here. Chakra Blade's gonna fly through. Execution, it's on the 4 though. So Brooks will trade his life for it. But that's gonna be a double kill for the side of Spirit Score Gaming. As the damage is incredible. With a 4-man execution, just does too much damage to stop. And Sentinels losing the first Serpent there, so no Serpent stacking for them this game. Bull will fight through, as the Morguard will be the choice of objective now. Hail of Daggers will kill, the Bouncing Daggers will kill off Sniper, and with Missing Dancer getting picked off as well, there's no AD carries for the play, so Sentinel drops the Morguard. Execution, it's onto 1, and the Daggers as well to fly through. Lone Druid just gets picked off. Now teleport in from Soup. The Daggers are disgusting! And this clown is now snowballing out of control. Serpent is traded back here by Sentinel, so it evens out the score a little bit. But the fighter catches Femifen, roaming the jungle. Still not even level 5 yet. SKN does get picked by the cavalry, doing a little bit of a silly in the jungle. But execution hits onto 1. Brooks was looking for a play there, but again, getting a little too big for his britches, but it's fine. Still, Spirit Score Gaming have a massive lead, but now, I mean, they're dropping too many picks. I mean, that's another kill going down. Bash hits onto 1. Soup just gets deleted by the cavalry crit. Now, Mystic Dancer trying to fight back, but unfortunately for her, no Chakra Blade stacks. Means she is very, very weak, and in the early game, she could not get any of them. Swordsman gets a kill on the Lone Druid and continues to just be a menace. Double kill for Swordsman. And now Cavalry, full AD. I just realized this is a full AD Cavalry. Really just trying to keep this game together. Sniper being chased down bottom lane and for sure will die here. And most likely Serpent to follow. SK will get that pick. It's middle lane now. Lone Druid as well will get caught. The dagger bounce. The Hail of Daggers does so much work. As actually the Morguard will be the objective here. 4Z jumping forward. Execution instantly bursts the cavalry. And this is why right-click cavalry is very volatile. She just has no help whatsoever. Sniper mid is also incredibly useless. Again, I don't understand why he would go AD build. Who's your frontliner, Sentinels? That's right, they have none. And they get blasted in this game. Spirit Score Gaming will take game number 2 easily. As Femifen did 730 damage. My goodness. That jungle flex was a decision of all time. Let me put it that way. It was a decision of all time. We are now back on the top of the board. Pretty nice. I don't even remember what happened to the bottom of the board, but we are here. Apparently they signed 7 Zeus, who is a support player. Very interesting. Their top rival is Maryville. What about me? What do you mean your top rival is Maryville? Oh, I guess because, you know, I guess they've been in Division 2 longer than I have, so their top rival is different. Apparently our top rival is Supernova, even though we always kick their ass. I mean, in reality, Apex Me is obviously our rival. They're 4-4, so it makes sense. It makes sense. Lion being 2-4 is crazy, by the way. Holy. Lion, what happened, buddies? What happened? British Core Gaming, yeah, Lin, Sanity continues, and we are just, like, stomping the hell out of them. Everyone continues to scale. I mean, at this point, scaling up is probably impossible, considering how well the team is doing. We don't really need much here. Oh, I can see, you can see the this transactions. Merchandise sales, actually. Speaking of, do we have any merch? Guys, why are we not producing more gaming chairs? Build more gaming chairs. Those are our money makers. Can we sell the thing that sells us the most amount of money, please? Why did no one warn me that our merch was sold out? That's crazy. I was like, why is our money so low? It's because our finances guys didn't tell us that our merchandise sales were down. Okay, so we're against Cloud9. Okay, this is top 2. This is the top battle. This is the upper seed battle. This is gonna go crazy. Okay, we'll have to see what Cloud9 can do in this game. Or get cooked. You know, they could always get cooked. I mean, that's always a possibility. Getting cooked is kind of nuts. So we'll have to see how that goes. Shield Bearer pick. Night Band. Let's go, Bomber maybe? I think Bomber ban is fine. Nah. I should have checked what they played the most. I mean, this is the one time I needed to check what their draft preferences were. My goodness. Exorcist is banned. I mean, you get rid of Bomber, I guess. Get rid of Gunner. Sand Mage is gone. There's a lot of good carries getting removed here. Get rid of Ninja as well. Ogre is open. I think we take Ogre 1-2 if that's open. Yeah, we take Ogre here. And the question becomes, what else do we take? Inquisitor is good. Pole Warrior is good. I think we take Inquisitor. Inquisitor has been very, very good this meta. They take Mystic Dancer. We can take Archer here and Pole Warrior pretty easily. And the question now becomes, our last pick is basically top lane, right? Or we can put Inquisitor mid? No, yeah. We can put Inquisitor top or mid. Wait, it's Circus Blader top. We need a top laner that doesn't get deleted by Circus Blader. We might do a good old switcheroo here. We put White Mage top against Circus Blader, and then just like push the wave in. I don't know how well Lin will play that, but I mean, I'm curious. I want to see how that goes. What? Oh my god, they read me like a book. Oh my god. Circus Blader mid matchup into Inquisitor. Go. We have to. Oh wow. Wow, they read me like a book. Holy, they fried my shit. I should have put White Mage mid. Damn, that's so bad. Whatever, play for poke. Our comp is pretty pokey. Just make sure of that. We have better wave clear than them. Really abuse that. I mean, their bottom lane is atrocious, so maybe it's fine. But we'll see. Yeah, so we'll... Yeah, I mean, I think this is fine. We'll have to see. I think that's fine. Alright, game number 1. Cloud9 versus Spirit Gaming. Bottom lane, a gank here from Whipmaster into the bottom lane of Spirit Gaming just to give them an advantage. And Sampa will get first blood onto Feedfest. Not before giving him a lot of stacks, though. So 36 stacks of that will do a decent amount. So just clearing out the wave here. As middle lane, Brooks does get the kill onto the Circus Blader. So very well done there, but now overextending. So Whipmaster will get the trade back. And they'll get that kill as well. Bottom lane, Archer will be taken. Leaf Strike does connect though as well as the bash follows through and Circus Blader will fall. SKN is a little bit low. Oppression hits onto 2 though, and the healing from Spirit Guardian is solid, but not solid enough as Mystic Dancer does get picked off. Lin in the middle lane. White Beam Oppression one-shots Alu. Lin going crazy on this White Mage though, but unfortunately will feed a stack the Hungry Box, and that is not what you want to see. Morgard now being taken here by Cloud9 as Leaf Strike coming in to try and fight back, but there's just not enough damage here. There is no Lin for the additional damage output, and Brooks was at base. The Circus Blader trying to chase out. Soup nearly falls, but will finally go down. Brooks, though, will get that punish. Whipmaster again goes down, or will go down finally for the side of Cloud9. But Spirit Gaming behind 2 Serpents and a Morguard. I mean, there's so many objectives they're missing that it's really hard to justify further plays into this game. As now Brooks takes mid tower, but they're getting punished. Final Act connects onto Brooks and he just gets deleted. As the middle lane gets the bit of push. Morguard now the objective here by both sides. But again, Spirit Gaming, they have to fight against multiple Serpent buffs. But the Circus Blader does go down. Another stack though of Chakra daggers go in the way of Mystic Dancer. But he gets picked off. Brooks just dives him. And that'll be a formation collapse from Cloud9. As their damage just empties out without their core DPS. Leaf Strike hits Piercing Light into Oppression. They just throw the kitchen sink at the Circus Blader. Now Hungrybox trying to front him back. The damage is decent. And now Brooks will fall as well. Alu will secure that kill. Hungrybox survives with no HP. As SKN will fall one more time. Morguard is still the fight. Spirit Gaming have the gold lead, but with the objective lead on Cloud9, they're making things difficult. Praying Doctor will get picked, and Mystic Dancer, look at the damage, it's pretty good, but Ogre, how do you kill him? Final Act will kill off Archer, but again, Ogre now continuing to mount the pressure. Look at how much HP he has. He had 3.4 thousand HP. And he just continues to scale up. Whipmaster gets another pick. As the bash connects, the Morguard still going down here as White Mage will fall. And Spirit Gaming continues to fall apart a little bit here. Piercing Light connects onto the Circus Blader. Oppression, Light Beam, and the Blast will get that kill. Leaf Strike follow through onto the Whipmaster. Does get rerolled to spare him. Final Act will get the kill onto Brooks, but the Light Beam, Oppression, and the Morguard buff is good. Who needs the Serpent when you can just end the game? Archer does fall as Cloud9 put up a hell of a fight to buy time, but the minions will end the game. And that will be game number 1 to Spirit Gaming. Feedfest with the MVP. I think that's pretty fair. I mean, Lin and Feedfest definitely go hand in hand there, as the total damage taken, Feedfest just incredible. Just phenomenal against Cloud9 as well. All right. Game number 2 here. We'll get rid of Shield Bearer and Knight. Ninja ban as well. Probably just keep that out. And then what do we play? Get rid of Gunner and Bomber probably. Sniper gone, man. They're getting rid of all of the AD carries. No Ogre, pretty big. Okay, so they instantly steal White Mage from us. Okay. There's a little meta going on here between the two gamers. Cat Mage is open. We have to take that. Pole Warrior is also open. Cavalry is actually open, and it's great against White Mage. I think we have to take that. Okay, they're gonna have so much sustain. We have to be careful with what we want to play here. I think Jiangxi is good into their kind of comp. I think Pole Warrior Jiangxi might be good here. Jiangxi as defense for Sand Mage. We just need another source of damage. Maybe we can run Archer mid for Brooks. I think that is the solution here. Just to cover our bases. We need a little more damage from another source, and I think that is our other source. Alright. Okay, that'll be... I think it's fine. Okay, what? Alright, that top lane is sus. Support Mystic Dancer! We have to stop this game. We have to punish them. There's no way they draft like this. They're not real people. We have to kill them. Now, we have to win this game. Otherwise, I'll tilt out of my mind. There's no way they draft like this. No, this straight up shouldn't be allowed. They shouldn't be allowed to draft like this. We have to punish them. We have to punish them severely for this. Just close the game aggressively. Literally, like, stomp them. Like, run at them. Just murder them. There is no way. I refuse to believe that this is a legitimate strategy they're running. Alright, game number 2, Spirit Core Gaming versus Cloud9. Spirit Core Gaming, now, with the game 1 win, is running a more ranged mid comp. Sandmage, of course, one of the most meta picks in the game. Formerly a really good mid lane pick, but because of all the nerfs and the adjustments to the Sandmage, now needs a +1 to keep them safe in lane to let them scale. As topside, Lin will take advantage of the significantly weaker topside. This is what I was going to ask was, what was Cloud9 thinking with this draft? Lin does get picked off, the oppression will land, but Sandpit onto 2, and they have no escape. These are both casters. They will not escape the Sandpit and will just fall, so Morgard take it from the side of Spirit Core Gaming as they now will take mid tower as well. Serpent still the angle for Cloud9, but they take it very, very slowly. Eventually they'll get it, but they concede so much territory. Mid tower fall, top tower is gone. Sandpit will catch Whipmaster as he's gonna go down here. Resurrection buys a little bit of time. Oppression, Chakra Blades are good, but Light Beam will secure it. So Mystic Dancer does not continue to stack up or anything, and he's support anyway. He will not scale up to 3 items until very later on in the game. I just don't understand what Cloud9's idea was. Look at this. The Morguards nearly ended the game already, as now they're barreled down mid. The minion wave is good. Hail of Arrows will secure the kill. Another one bites the dust. White Mage will also fall, and there's still 3 seconds on this Morguard. Nexus is exposed, and Cloud9 get embarrassed in 6 minutes. And Spirit Core Gaming just obliterates them off the face of the earth, and I just don't understand what the play was there by Cloud9. I mean, they just bodied them. I don't understand what that was meant to do. Wow, they did not respect the draft. They were trying something and did not work. That is for certain. But yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you draft like that. So, I mean, that's what it's done. So yeah, I mean, I guess we'll end the episode there. That is 5 games today. But hopefully tomorrow we'll do some more as well. I'm trying to keep consistent. I'm gonna record ahead of time, hopefully. So this should be out in like should be out tomorrow, and then, or I guess today for you guys, and then I will have time to record another one. So thank you guys so much for watching this one, and I'll see you guys in a bit against Lion next time. So that'll be interesting. I mean, they're the lower bracket, but who knows. Take care, guys.